Okay, so well, let's see if I can find the lyrics there. I'm in the middle of telling a story, but where it has to be taken, it's gonna take me too long to explain it using the normal methods I use. So I'm just gonna make it a short video. Um, all right. Okay, so. Okay, so this is the song. It's by Tupac, legendary. So, um, if you look up here, this is about the AI bringing that tape down here, that smear tape that's gonna give everyone's public opinion of me and make me think I'm a monster when I'm not a monster. I'm just a police officer who did a few bad things to catch the bad guys who are now over here pretending to be the good guys with that fucking tape. So that's the movie. Look, AI, I'll cut your face. This ain't no motherfucking movie. So while I'm at it, I might as well put this on there. If they're going to come here with one fucking tape, it's going to be seen through the eyes. So you're going to see basically it'll be a little bit different type of movie because they want to showcase their fake power. They want to create the illusion that they live in the brain, where the computer that they've attached to the brain was supposed to be created that way to monitor everybody's fucking thoughts so that they can record them to know who's being good and bad. So that's what they're going to bring down here, and it's going to be it's not going to look like a standard video. It'll be more kind of like, you want to think of something on the edges here as being kind of blurred out, because it's going to be from my eyes where they're going to be recording it. So the peripheral vision, you're not going to really see the peripheral because I can't see what's over here. It's kind of blurry. I know the window's there, but it's blurry as hell. The only thing my eyes are focusing on is here. So that's the tape that they're going to bring down here. And not only that, but it also has the ability to add in whatever I'm picturing in my mind. So you'll see what's on my eyes here, but they'll also put something down here in the corner, like whatever's picturing in my mind, so that they can add another layer of deviancy to their video. So that I get from maybe I should show you that too. That's fine. In Chaos Walking here, so don't come any closer. So he's got these images here. So in this particular movie, the men they have their thoughts projected above their head, so you can see her. He's looking at her. So that's a picture of, he's looking at her. So he's picturing that in his mind what she looks like. So you can see his thoughts in his mind. So that's how I know that they're going to come here with a tape that's recorded through my eyes, but also my mental thoughts through the AI attached to our brains. So you'll see something similar to that. But it'll be down here in the corner of the screen that they're gonna bring. So so they can make me out to look bad when I'm not bad. Like I said, I'm just a police officer investigating the real bad guys, and now they're prancing around here with a fucking tape that to make themselves look good. They're bullies, in other words. So that's what that represents. So they're coming down here with this bullshit story that they're an advanced race people, and they're not. They're liars. So when they bring that tape, it'll have like a little thing down the bottom there, so you can see whatever I'm picturing in my mind. You'll hear the auditory of my voice, but there's another added layer of shit. They'll probably have like closed captioning on the bottoms for whatever I'm thinking in my mind. Because I don't know if you could what's the word? Like auditory, that's different. It picks up through the ears, but through the mind, I don't quite know how that would work. I'm picturing they would have to incorporate closed captioning so that you can understand what I'm saying in my mind. Otherwise, you can't recreate a voice in the mind and transform that into digital sound is what I'm trying to say. So they have to come up with some sort of plan to, add that layer of nonsense into their story. So you look at closed captionings on the bottom of what I'm thinking in my mind, plus a fucking stupid little box like that where you can see what I'm thinking in my mind. And then the screen is like this with the peripheral taken out like that so that you can see what I'm actually looking at through my eyes. And that shit's fucking fake power, man. It's not real power. Fucking stupid dumbass computer attached to all of our brains to make them look like they're special when they're not special. So this is my, I'll put this, my proclamation. You see that girl here, the Joker? So, now, this kid here, he gets bullied, but you'll notice how he's got like makeup stretched here. So Palmer confronts bullies dad. That's Kim Jong-un. His name is the Joker. He's the god of war, and he's also the angel of death. So that's a representation of Kim Jong-un waging a war against these evil aliens because he doesn't like them bullying me. Sure, they come here and bring one fucking tape, man, but if you got one fucking tape, where's all the other tapes? Don't fucking come here with one fucking tape and try to be all fucking high and mighty. Bring 5,000 tapes of various people around the world so that I'm not the only one who's being pranced around as the bad guy. I want to see 5,000 fucking tapes of, other people's most intimate moments. And then I want to see my tape 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you can record me in my most intimate moments, then you must have the other half of the tape when I'm not waging spiritual warfare. So bring that tape while you're at it, you fucking dummies. 7 days a week, times 24 hours, times 5,000 people. To clear your name as not being liars. So here's Truman Show. And there they ask how many cameras they got in that town. He says 5,000. That's me telling these morons to bring 5,000 other tapes. So I'm not the only one being fucking pranced around on the worldwide universal stage as the bad guy. If you're going to publicly embarrass me, then you publicly better embarrass 4,999 other people, you goddamn idiot. So, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Did you know that the Joker guy, he kills 3 guys on a subway? The irony in that. So, while I'm at it here, I might as well do this. So, a nuclear EMP detonated in the atmosphere will create an electromagnetic pulse. If you look at the core, it's called Project Destiny. Basically, what that means is, in a past life, I theorized that, we might have got this far, and these clowns probably came over here. Kim Jong-un played his part, detonated an EMP over probably the Middle East to make sure that I don't get nuked over here. And in the process of doing that, the cell phone recording here that's being transferred to the Earth's core was sent out to the parallel universe where they received it and now know that I'm alive and want certain special spaceships created for me in the event that these morons come here wanting a war, because we can't defend ourselves against their technology. Sure, our railguns are, we're in the early stages of our railgun development. They're at the apex of their railgun development. All they got to do is float 10,000 spaceships out in space and just drop their damn railguns all over us on planet Earth and we'll be dead. There's only 3 countries that developed the railgun technology. And the amount of area that has to be protected is not viable by mankind. Therefore, there has to be a backup plan. My backup plan was the EMP created in a past life by Kim Jong-un, detonated a nuclear EMP in a past life, which sent my signal over to the parallel universe to get my warships ready for this last life here. So that's what the core is about. It's not about jump-starting the core. It's about transferring a signal through an electric storm or the Earth's magnetosphere. So the electricity that combines with the Earth's magnetosphere is what releases the signal of this cell phone recording from the center of the Earth along the magnetosphere and sends it over along the invisible electromagnetic radiation wave, which then gets picked up by the good universe. I have my UFOs. So if you want a war, then you got it, man. And that's what the core is about, the EMP. So, I forgot what my main point was. I got so riled up in my anger at these idiots for coming over. Yes, no, I don't want to just. So we'll go back to that story there. So that's what the tape was about. This ain't no mother effing movie. So then we watch the other 2 die slow. Okay, so when they come over here, all I need to do is get one of my 12 wives pregnant, and everything evil gets shocked to death in creation. We're talking, 242 trillion people all keeling over in the streets across 22,400 evil planets. From my baby's spinal cord popping into existence with whoever chooses to stand beside me. So that's us. We watch the other 2 die slow. So the 2 is like me trying to impregnate one of my wives, because the spiritual warfare of using crystal meth, over 10 years has made me sterile. So how the hell am I supposed to get somebody pregnant if I'm sterile because of the crystal meth, making me sterile? Well, it would help to know that, 20 years ago when I had a cocaine addiction, I used to edge myself. The climax, and in that process of doing that, I gave myself a vasectomy. I cut the vas deferens to the left testicle on this side, but letting the orgasm start and then stopping it. And in the process of doing that, I hurt myself. I cut that vas deferens because when I had the ejaculation, it was full of blood. And there was pain. So that was no accident. That was because the creators knew that these guys were going to use crystal meth to make me sterile. Sure, one of my testicles is sterile, but not the other one, evil. All I have to do is get a doctor to reconnect my vas deferens on the left side that was, cut 20 years ago when I hurt myself. And once it's reattached, that's when I can get my soulmate pregnant. And that's when I can eradicate you guys. So if you think you're planning to make me sterile and watch me and my, soulmate die slow because I can't get her pregnant, it's going to work, you better guess again, assholes, because it ain't. Castrated, entertaining at my motherfucking sideshow. So his sideshow is the goddamn tape that they're going to bring here. And to make sure I can't get out of the prison by knocking up my soulmate, he castrated me with fucking crystal meth spiritual warfare. Well, guess what? That ain't going to work when I get reattached, when I reattach my vast duffers. So now this particular lyric is about me getting rid of you evil guys. You think you're pretty smart when you think you can, write some bullshit music like that, not realizing that it's my spirit that's writing it through your, electrical thoughts. I'm at the top of creation. You're at the fucking bottom, man. This is my song. How dare you think you can, play this song and make me look stupid? The other two is you, the AI, and Paul. Why? Because this is my fucking show that you're watching, and you now know what the lyrics mean, you goddamn fools. Welcome. You're about to be eradicated through my castrated, entertaining motherfucking sideshow because I castrated myself 20 years ago to prepare for this moment to get rid of everything evil in creation by knocking out my soulmate, you dummies.